What's going on, folks, and welcome back to another Absolute Beginner's Guide, episode 13. Again, as always, thank you very much for your ongoing support. And we are a little bit late this week, as I was supposed to be putting this out Thursday, but I ended up having to record it now, which is 4:43 AM. That's how much I love you guys. Now, please don't forget to check the description for an epic Oculus Rift S giveaway, which we're giving away on the 27th. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. So, we're going to have a quick look. We've been building the base during this series, and we're going to have a look at IEDs today. Now, just before we do, the recent patch has changed the way the lock system works. So, rather than having 5 slots to do what we want with now, we can only put 3 locks and 2 zappers. Okay, so I've got 1 lock there. I'm going to put that in. So, primarily, we're going to be talking about IEDs and how you can protect your base. Now, this is subjective. You can do what you want. You can place whatever you want, wherever you want. So we're going to have a little look-see at some of the different items that you can use and some of the triggers. For example, you can place something like this in front of your base, which is like a firework thing. And if someone triggers that as they're going into your base or behind the door, wherever you want it, that will send you a notification that you are being raided. Now, they have changed this a few times, and I'm pretty sure that's how the triggers work. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look in our crafting menu. Now, this is connected to the Demolition Skill, the higher your Demolition Skill. You will be able to disarm IEDs and stuff like that. And if you place an IED, it will give out more damage. So we're going to have a look at a couple of things here. So just before we go into the actual IEDs, I want to show you the triggers. So these triggers are ways... are basically self-explanatory. These are triggers that will allow you to get a notification that someone is near your base. Now, for the purpose of this not being 3 hours long, I am going to use God mode here. So just have a look at this. So obviously, this is what you have to do. This is in blueprints, no skill, by the way, here, guys. Silent alarm. Just before I build that, that's going to show you there exactly what you need. But we're going to show you how to make some of this stuff in a minute. As you can see in the far left one, there's 2 different triggers there. There's a blast cap and a laser detonator. So we're going to have a quick look at this. So if you press F, you can see the way this works. It's just a trigger. That's all it is. If you walk over it, you'll set it off. Obviously, I can't set off my own trap. But if someone else was to walk in front of that, I could place maybe 2 or 3 here, just in case they disarm one. And you do need pliers to disarm these IEDs if you are going to be raiding someone else's base as well. But like I said, you do need a high demolition skill. So you've got different triggers there. This is one of the triggers, the silent alarm. And you also have the flare trap and the firework trap as well. So if we go up the top here, you will see you've got a cartridge. I can't even say that. I had problems saying this in another video. Cartridge trap. There we are. You have the motion sensor detector, a pressure cooker bomb, the pipe bomb, and you have the laser detonator, which you can connect to other things as well. Up here, you have the improvised mine. You have the blast cap as well. And I'm pretty sure that is it. Other than these 2 here, you have the improvised claymore and the C4. The C4s we're not going to go into today because you have to get them from a very specific location, and they are only used really for raiding. You wouldn't protect your base with a C4. So even with the improvised claymore there, we're going to be making one of these, and I'm going to show you how they work. So first things first, we're going to make an improvised mine. So these are the items we need: bottle, duct tape, gunpowder, metal, a pen, and a toolbox. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our little box here of magic tricks, and I'm basically going to take a load of stuff here, and hopefully we can start building some stuff, because there's a load of different items here that I can craft, and there's something I haven't picked up: gunpowder and duct tape, which we need from the box. So gunpowder, and we've got some duct tape. What are we missing? Scrap metal and a pen. Okay, we've got that. We just need the scrap metal now. Where is the scrap metal? There we are. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to craft an improvised mine. So if you select that, and this is the very basics. You can make as many of these as you want and place them all around your base. But there's something really cool about these as well. There's also a couple of other traps I want to talk to you about in a second. This is quite sort of advanced in terms of base defense. So, like I said, you can place this anywhere you want. You could place this, like, by your boxes or anything like that. But what I'm going to do, usually where I'd place IEDs and stuff would be the corners, because people tend to run up to corners. And around the door area, and just around the front area as well. And I'm going to show you how to bury some traps as well, so it's harder for them to detect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to place this. Let's just say I want to place this outside the base, and then you hold F over it and you arm it, just like this. Right, so that's now armed. Now, if I really wanted to, if I run back inside, I'm going to show you something real cool here. So if we go back in, I need to get another bottle. That's correct. So if I go and get another bottle here, where's the ID? There it is. Also, if you right click, as you can see me doing now, if you hold right click to focus, just like you can find your buried boxes, you can also see all of the traps around your base. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to craft another improvised mine, just like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something different. Now, I've shown you guys how to make the shovel before. So I'm going to place this on the floor. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to check something first. Where's the other one? There. Right, so I'm going to arm it like this. As you can see. And what I'm going to do now is, because I have a shovel, you can also use a spade. I'm going to bury the trap. And I'm going to bury this one too. So you can see now that they're now buried. Now, if I was to walk over that, it won't blow me up. But it will blow up somebody else. So these won't kill you. Now what we're going to do, obviously you can place them anywhere you wish. Around your doors, around the base. And when you do kill somebody, you will get a notification as well. Now, obviously, you've got the blast cap here. Now, the blast cap is what you need for some of the detonators, like the motion sensor detonator you can make there, which you need a blast cap for the pressure cooker bomb as well. We'll make a pressure cooker bomb now, actually. I'm going to show you the pressure cooker bombs. These are pretty cool, quite powerful as well. You need a pan, you need a pot. What else do we need? I don't think I can make that, actually. I don't think I can make that. My demolition skill isn't high enough. I do apologise, guys. I didn't set my stats on here for the demolitions. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Obviously, if you see this item here, it tells you the components that you need. So, obviously, you've got your blast cap. So, obviously, you've got a blast cap up here. So, you make that first. And then you would add it to that. I do apologise again. I thought I'd be able to make some of these, but my demolition skill is low, and I don't want to change my character. But obviously, as you can see, with the character that I've got, I've set his engineering high, so I can't set my demolitions too high, and that's exactly what's happened here. So what I'm going to show you now, and there's all sorts of different IEDs that you can make as well. Obviously, you've got the improvised mine, which we've done there, and you have the improvised claymore. Which is a great one, but it uses a sensor. That uses like a laser. That uses like a laser sensor, which is really cool. So you could place it on the ground. I'm just so sorry that I can't show you this right now, which has kind of been a bit of a drip for the video. So I do apologise. But either way, you've got all these different ones, and some of these you can bury. The cartridge trap you can bury. And you can bury the the improvised mines rather, and the improvised claymores you would put like here, and then you could, if you use your scroll mouse wheel, you can turn it and you can face it towards the doors. I really wish I did this on a separate character now. So there are other ways that you can really do this. Now, if I was going to go and put down some traps like spike traps are really popular. They can actually get the other players, or the enemy rather, down to a point where they are limping if they are around your base. Now I'm just trying to find it. Here we are. Okay, so we've got different types of spike. We've got two different spike traps. Where's the other one? We've got one. Oh, here we are. So we've got the barbed spike trap and the stake pit. Okay. So this is the stake pit here. These are lethal, as you can see. Now they do require 10 sticks, 1 car battery, the car cables, and duct tape, bolts, and a plank. So obviously I've got God mode on, so I'm just going to place them there. Now if I hold F over that, I can arm the trap, and then what I can do, because I have a shovel, I can bury it. As you can see, now that is completely buried, but you can see it does leave a slight mound. Now what some people might do as they walk up to the base, a lot of people are doing this, so let's say I'm raiding the base right now. I'm raiding the base. Red box, something's there. What is it? Let's have a little look see. So if I have a look here, right, stake pit, armed, right, obviously I can unbury that, but you would have to disarm it if you was an enemy. So these are lethal. Like, if you walk over that, that will kill you straight away, instant death. And I would say put a few of these around your base if you can. Now you have a barbed spike trap which looks like this, and these actually take nails, a plank, so 5 nails, 1 plank, and a baseball bat or sledgehammer or whatever one pops up, like crowbar and that. So this is what they look like. These are a nightmare. You walk over these, you will start limping. Now you can put tons of these. As you can see, it doesn't take a lot of resources for these. So this is what I would recommend probably starting off with around your base, because it doesn't take up much resource. See what I'm saying? You don't need a lot of stuff for these. If I go into the crafting menu, you'll see it here. It just takes like a shovel or a baseball bat or any of these items that I'm clicking through. Remember, those arrows will go through different things. So you have the nails and a plank. Nice and easy. You can find that stuff anywhere. Now you could place these all around your base and it's going to be a nightmare for people trying to raid. Now you can put them all around the corners, around the edges. Something else that a lot of people tend to do as well is bushes under trees around the area as well. So if someone's going to be hiding here while someone's raiding you and they're watching out, they might go under the tree and keep look like this. So I would recommend putting spikes around bushes and trees, even around your base as well. These are some tips that are really going to help you out, and do not neglect this, ladies and gents, because every single time I've neglected this, we've been raided. It can happen like that. Now, as I said before, if you hold right click in focus mode, it will show you where the traps are. Also with these ones, with all the spike traps, most traps you can bury, as you can see. So you've just got little spikes coming out the ground. Try and put them in an area where people can't do it like this. Maybe cover all round your front door with these, because if someone comes into lockpick, if you look at this, I can lockpick this door if from this distance. You can see that menu sort of pops up. So if you can put as many spike traps and bury them all around this area outside the base, and I'm talking maybe 30 of them with between a few of you, it won't take long. You're going to really, really benefit by being able to keep your base. Unless someone comes up to your base with some C4, which doesn't happen all the time. It's very hard to get the C4. You have to do a kill box for that. So I hope this has helped you guys out and given you a little bit more information about how IEDs work. Now, you do need a lot of resources for this, and like I said, if you set your demolition skill to high or advanced, you will have better damage. You'll be able to disarm the traps faster and better, and you'll have more time as well. And obviously you'll be able to build some of these, all of these things as well. Now for the C4, you have to do the kill box like I said before, which is going to be in a separate video, and you need all these items. They're very difficult to get, so we're not even going to touch the C4 really today. So guys, I hope that has helped out a little bit more and educated on how to defend the base. We've gone through the triggers, which you can build a few of them, which will give you a notification, and IEDs that you can bury. Don't forget, even with these, if I arm this trigger here, you can see it, and if I show trigger, this is the trigger area for this as well. So that will show you the area. So if someone walks into this area, that's gonna go. Now, obviously, if you have a higher demolition skill, I think that will be wider. I'm not 100% sure on that. I do apologise. But either way, you can see because I'm not 100% sure if the triggers are to do with demolition. I'll have to find out about that, but I'm pretty sure it is, but I could be wrong. Either way, they're the triggers. You can bury the IEDs, and this is how you can protect your base. Obviously, with all the spike traps, the 2 spike traps I went through there, you're going to be able to protect your base so much easier just with these. Just with these 2 here, guys. Just build a ton of these. Almost said a bad word then. A ton of these, and you'll be fine. So guys, stay safe, peace out, and on the next video we're going to actually go out and start exploring, as I have pretty much gone through most things within the base. So hopefully that would benefit you guys a little bit better, and if I educated you in some fashion, that would be great. Also, we're going to add a well here. As you can see, there's a well, improvised well, and just before we go, I just want to show you this. There's your toolbox, 7 planks and 14 logs, and that's it. That's all it takes. And if you hold F over it and check and look on the left, it will tell you it's 100% full. If I drink from it and it isn't unlimited anymore, I still think this is way too high. That needs to be down to like 20%, or at least only fill up once it rains. But if I check it again, it's now 99.90, so 0.10% has been taken. 0.10% has been taken from the well, as you can see there. But that needs to be down to a survival level, like 20% or something, which would give squads a better idea on how to, you know, manage their squads and who needs water more than somebody else. Priorities. So guys, with that being said, stay safe, and if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the red button down below, smash the like, and go and check out our giveaway. So have a great weekend, guys. Much love. Peace out.